All right, so when we talk about the mathematical modeling, we're pretty much doing the same thing that we were doing in 2-3. Really, the only simple way to explain this is we're going to do the same concept just with word problems. That's really going to be the only difference. So reminder, anytime you got word problems, think back to 1-5 where we talked about like a picture's worth 1,000 words. Think about, making pictures, drawing things out, seeing if you can create the pattern that way, okay? Otherwise, you got to think of like a real world example and like maybe make it 3-dimensional if you can, okay? So for us, we are going to have people demonstrate. So on the very first one, the class is invited to a party where each person shakes hands with each other when they come in. How many handshakes will there be all together if there are 30 people in the party? So understand that the very top line is the number of people. The bottom part, your values, are the number of handshakes. So I need a volunteer. All right, Alexa, you're up. Okay. Go stand in front of the room, please. Okay. All right, so we sent out invitations to the party. Alexa showed up. She's the only one that showed up. How many handshakes? 0. She's got nobody to shake hands with her. Okay? All right. So Anna felt sorry for her. So she showed up to the party. Okay? And when she came up to the party, Alexa was so happy to see her that she went up to her and shook her hand. How many handshakes? 1. All right. But the two of them, after talking and conversing and maybe sharing some tears, got a little bored, so they texted some people and had more people come to the party. So, who are you going to invite to the party?
Ashley.
Done. Ashley goes up there. Okay? So now there's going to be 3 people at the party. How many handshakes are there?
2. 3. There's 2. She just came in.
I'm hearing 2 and I'm hearing 3. Who wants to argue for 2? Who wants to argue for 2? Anna, why 2?
Because the person who just came to the party just shakes both people's hands and they're already there, right?
Okay. So you're saying 2. All right, Victoria?
I say 3 because there are 2, but there would be added 1 since it's counting handshakes all together.
Okay. So Ashley shakes both Alexa and Anna's hand, so that's 2. But then doesn't Alexa shake Anna's hand, making that 3. So if there are 3 people, there are 3 handshakes all together. So you kind of have to, now I'm kind of just playing it up a little bit, but you have to imagine that all 3 show up at the party at the same time. The people that said 2, I think you're thinking that, 2 people were already there ahead of time, and then Ashley showed up, kind of like the way that we're doing it. So, invite somebody else to the party. Let's get some testosterone up there. A man. Let's get a male up there. Jack. Jack gets invited to the party. Okay, so, now, here's what you got to think. All 4 showed up at the same time. Okay, not like the 3 girls were already there. So how many handshakes are there going to be?
Lots.
All right, figure it out.
6.
All right, so what do we got?
6.
All right, so initially somebody said 12 because they were thinking that each person would shake the other 3 people's hands. But what's happening there? You are doing what? You'd be repeating. So you'd be counting Alexa shaking Jack's hand and Jack shaking Alexa's hand. Okay, that would be repetition. So it should be 6. All right, so now there's 4 people up there. How many handshakes? All right, so think about this logically. Invite somebody else to the party.
Okay. Joey.
Joey. Joey comes to the party. How many handshakes are there going to be?
9. I think. 10.
Why 10, Ada?
10. Because also 4. Yeah.
All right, so there's already 6 between the 4 people that were up there. When Joey gets up there, we are going to add how many more? 4. So now we're at 10. And if a 6th person were to show up, what would we be at? 15. All right, thank you, volunteers. You guys were awesome. Okay, good job. Okay? All right, so now your objective is to come up with an equation to represent this, and then to figure out how many handshakes there would be for 30 people. All right? Do you want to try this on your own, the creating of the equation? Okay? See what you can come up with and share with the people at your table. Point out to you is, first of all, some people are coming up with different types of examples. Okay, so I'll just throw a couple of them up there, and I'm going to do this for a reason. Okay, so I saw several of you having an n+1 as part of your answer, right? Okay, and then some of you had n, some of you had n+2. So we'll go with a simple one like this. Okay, some people had this as their answer. Okay, I'm just throwing up an example. Okay. All right, and then they're calling me over and saying, is this right? Okay, well, you should all be able to answer that question before I get there, because remember that all of these numbers represent n. So if I plug in n is equal to 5, according to you, 5 times 6 equals 10. Is that correct?
No.
No. So you should all know whether or not your expression works or not by plugging in a value and seeing if it works. Okay? All right, so there's a couple of simple mistakes that we're making on this. Okay? The very first one is, you guys did a great job of doing your 1 times 1, 1 times 3, 1 times 6, 2 times 3. Okay? And then maybe you even went a step further and 1 times 10, 2 times 5. And some people were saying, well, there's no pattern, and then they stopped. So, if in trouble, double. So now we're going to go with a 6, a 12, a 20, and a 30 if need be. Okay? All right, so now I've got my 1 times 6, and I got my 2 times 3, 1 times 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. All right, that's starting to work. 1 times 20, 2 times 10, 4 times 5. Did I find my pattern?
Yes.
All right, so I can see that they're all going up by 1. So I know that I have this. Blank n plus blank and blank n plus blank. All right? So you guys are going back to here, and you're writing 1 times 2. And then you're going back to here, and you're writing 0 times 1, and you're filling in 0 and 1. Is that correct?
No.
No. I need, if there's 0 people, that's what I need. You need to go back one more time and get -1 times 0, which means that in my parentheses, I should have a -1 or an n minus 1. And then I should have a 0. Okay? So you were going to this 0. That's wrong. You got to go to the term 0, not the value 0. All right? Does that make sense? All right. So then people went up here and they wrote, oh, it's n minus 1 times n. And then they called me over and they said, Miss Kelly, is that right? So what did I do? I plugged in 5. According to them, 5 minus 1, which is 4, times 5 is 10. Is 4 times 5 10? No. What are they forgetting? You got to remember, when we do the doubling thing, we have to go back and we have to divide by 2. And now it works. Okay? So, big idea. Remember, we need that 0 term, not value 0. And then if we double, you got to divide by 2. Is everybody good with that? Okay, and so like I said, on the homework that, you know, you didn't necessarily have to do, okay, there's like 3 examples of that. So if you're still stuck on it, go back and practice those, okay? All right, so if that is the case, did anybody come up with an answer for 30 people at the party?
435.
435. Samantha?
435.
435. Anybody else? Do we have a third person to confirm that?
435.
435, all right, so 435, that is correct. All right, questions? All right, so let's go on to example number 2. All right, this time, 6 people have been asked to join together for a conference around a round table. But at this table, people are seated intentionally next to people that they dislike. If each person chooses not to talk to the neighbors seated immediately to their left and right, how many conversations across the table can there be all together?
0. Across.
So, ideas.
Draw.
Draw. Love it. What do you want to draw?
A circle.
Circle. Why are we drawing a circle?
To represent the table.
To represent the round table. Now what?
The 6 people.
Do you want to draw people?
Like stick figures? Just draw. Yeah. Circles. Yeah, sure.
Dots? Stick figures?
X's.
I heard stick people, so we'll try and see what type of, that's too much work?
Star.
All right, so you're remembering from 1-5, a picture's worth 1,000 words, okay? Start with a picture, it's gonna help, and it's gonna make a lot more sense. It's kind of like the people standing up in the front of the room and actually doing the handshakes. I think you were able to figure it out. All right, so let's start with Mary here, and I'm choosing Mary because I don't think we have a Mary in the room, all right? So, how many conversations will Mary have?
1, 2, 3.
I heard 1, 2, 3.
3. Yeah.
3. This person, this person, this person, who are not immediately to the left or right of Mary. Okay? Next, we've got Steve. Okay? Steve and Mary broke up. They don't like each other, so that's why they're not talking. Okay? How many conversations is Steve going to have? 1, 2, 3. Okay? Next, we've got Joe. Okay? Joe. How many conversations is Joe going to have that he's not already having? 2. 1, 2. He's already having one with Mary. Okay? Next, we've got Stephanie. How many conversations is Stephanie going to have that she's not already having with somebody? 1. Okay? So now we get to this person over here. Rick. Okay? How many conversations is Rick going to have that he's not already having? 0. And then if we get to this last person, he's already having 3 conversations. So therefore, how many conversations are going on? 9. And so we use the idea of diagonals. Basically what we did was we drew the diagonals of a hexagon and figured out that there's 9 diagonals. Okay? So think, draw pictures, pictures help. If a picture doesn't help, think about making a table of values and see if you can find a pattern in the table, make a graph, something. A picture is worth 1,000 words, okay?